Hello, lovelies. It's Julianne Jones here, and I just wanted to share an amazing video with you that actually was made for the paid virtual party solution program that I was offering last week along with the 22Social app. And let me just explain what happened. So I did a webinar last week called 5 Simple Steps for Creating Rocking Virtual Parties. And it was a free webinar, ton of great content that I offered. And the guys from 22Social, which is an app that you actually plug into your Facebook page that lets you host live events on the Facebook page, came and offered their 22Social app. They gave us a smoking hot deal on that. I threw in my virtual party solution course at no charge, plus another bonus. The total value of the package was over $1,000. We offered it for $197. And what happened was, these guys are sort of online marketing geeks, and we joke about that. I've been friends with them for years. And Andrew and Renee, we talk about the fact that, you guys know a lot more than people like me, normal people who are just kind of out there trying to market their businesses, and certainly the people on my list. And you got to kind of make it more simple. And they spent a lot of time talking about on the webinar about how 22Social works and how it'll support your business. And as I was listening, I thought, boy, this is a lot of information, and I'm afraid that people are going to feel overwhelmed. And sure enough, that's what happened. So all last week, I was getting emails from you guys saying, gosh, this looks like a great thing, but I just don't really understand how it could support me in my business or how I would use it. It looks really complicated. And the offer closed on Monday night. So that was over and done. And then I just could not stop thinking about all those people who had reached out to me and said, I really want to use this, but I don't think I'd be able to, or I'm not sure I get it. So I went back to them yesterday and said, look, guys, I need you to create a video, first of all, for training purposes within the paid program that we just sold. We had over 100 people, almost 150 people, to say yes to that offer. They're in the program now, and they need clarification. So could you create a really simple training video, as simple as you can possibly make it? Remember that we don't know as much as you about how to set up 22Social, the simple few steps that you need to take to get it up and running, and then using it for virtual parties and virtual opportunity events and whatever else you want to use it for. Could you do that for me? So Andrew got busy. 11 o'clock last night, not even kidding, he sends me this video. And it's amazing. It basically breaks it down into 3 simple steps. Here's exactly how you do it. He walks you through, shows you exactly what to do, how to set up your virtual party using their app, exactly, how to make it look good, how to run the party itself, how to invite people so that they're seeing that party and actually attending. He just did an amazing job. And as I was uploading it this morning for the paid course, I just kept thinking, man, I wish that other people who said no to this course because they weren't sure they were going to be able to do it could see this video. So I contacted them. I'm like, look, I have an idea. I want to reopen the special for 3 or 4 days. I want to show people this video that you made just for our paid subscribers, and see if it gives them the clarity they need to be able to make that decision and say, yes, I want this. And the offer that we made, $197, you get a year's worth of access to 22Social. Pretty much all the parties you could want to host in a month, you're going to be able to host with that offer. You get my virtual party solution course and a great bonus on how to use Canva to create images for your business. That's a $600 value. It's about $1,000 value total. $197. And then at the end of the year, next year, when it's time to renew your 22Social app, they're going to give it to you grandfathered in at the $197 price again, and for, ever. So I really felt like I wanted you to see this. So that's why you're getting this video from me, however you're seeing the video, because I want you to take some time and really look and see how simple it is to set up 22Social and what it could mean for you to be able to work virtually with your direct sales business. So that's the video that's going to follow this. I wanted to just give you this quick introduction. Take some time, watch the video, learn the 3 steps that Andrew goes through. Just see how easy it is. He's going to show you exactly how to do that. And then I'm going to come back at the end to just kind of wrap things up.
All right, here's how to host a Facebook party that rocks with 22Social. The 3 steps to broadcast on your fan page. Now, here are the 3 steps to success. It's really, really simple. Number 1, customize your 22Social app. Number 2, invite your friends. Number 3, broadcast your Hangout. When you're done, you can repeat over and over and over as many times as you want with one app. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do each one of these 3 steps. Number 1, customize your 22Social app. I'm going to show you everything you need to know first, and then I'm going to log in and show you each of these steps. So first, choose the Hangout template. Second, edit the text, buttons, and style in the main content area so that it looks good when people show up to watch. Number 3, edit the app gate so you can require people to register to watch. So here's what it looks like. When you choose the Hangout template, you'll get a layout that looks kind of like this. So you'll be able to stylize with your colors, your fonts to look nice for when people show up. Now, to require people to register, you can set up the gate. We call it a gate because they have to go through the gate to get into your main content. You can change the text and the media on the gate just like the main content. So you can put in your own video or an image that should explain to them what the Hangout will be about and why they should take the time to register to watch. When they click the button, they're going to log in with their Facebook account. And that's how you're going to collect their information so that you can reach out and message them and follow up with them either before, during, or after the Hangout so you know the people that are showing up to watch. And after they log in with their Facebook account, they're going to automatically go into your main content. And that right there is the entire system that you need to know. All you have to do is customize how it looks. And then in the next 2 steps, we're going to go into how to invite people and broadcast live. But first, let's log in and go through each of these parts of customizing your app. All right, so I've opened up a demo Facebook page. This is a Facebook business page, not a personal profile. There's a big difference. And it's really important that if you're going to do business on Facebook, you want to have a Facebook page. So hopefully you have one already. If not, it only takes a minute to set one up. I actually just built this one in about 1 minute just before I started recording. So a Facebook business page allows people to like your page. You have a lot of extra features built in, and you can even run advertising. So it's good to start here and build your business with your business page. It's also called a fan page. And if you already have a page, this can work for a brand new page or an existing page. So it doesn't matter. 22Social can install on any fan page. So now that we have that out of the way, let's take a look at what we're going to focus on with 22Social. So the section that it installs in is over here on the left. These are the built-in apps on your Facebook page. So you might not consider them an app, but that's actually what Facebook calls them. So the videos app, the likes, events, posts, about, you can consider them just pages like on a website. But Facebook calls them applications. And that's what 22Social is. And Facebook allows you to install custom applications onto your page. So with 22Social, we're going to install a custom application on your page. Now, when you get an account with 22Social, you'll have the option to install. And here's what it looks like. When you click install, you get our little install wizard here. And all you have to do is select your fan page. So if you're an admin of multiple pages, you'll be able to see them in the drop down here. You could choose the fan page that you want to install 22Social onto. In this case here, I have example party page pulled up, so it's ready to go. And all I have to do is click install. All right, and just like that, the application was installed. You'll see at the top here, you have your admin dashboard. This is where you have your controls. And the section down here, below these orange buttons, this is what your visitors will see. So your visitors will see this whole section down here. This is where we're going to customize the content so you can have your content loaded in here. You'll also notice on the left side, we have a new little Get More Info tab that was installed here. So now, on your little menu, you have your 22Social app. And I'll show you at the very end how to customize the text of this so you can call it whatever you want. But for now, we just need to follow those couple steps, right? So step 1 was choose the Hangout template. So all you have to do is go right here to this templates button and click on templates. That will open up our template library. On the left, you'll see the Hangouts tab. You just click on that to open up the Hangout templates. Over here, you'll notice that we have a few options down below. You can look through here and find the one that'll work best for you to get started. Now, these are customizable, so you could edit them later. But for now, let's go ahead and just select this first one here, Hangout 1. All you have to do is hover over it and click on it, and it will load in the content down below. So you can see now we have this cool image loaded in, and everything else is pretty simple. There's not much else except we do load in some text for you to help you get started. This will save you time and help you get results faster. So now that we've loaded in the Hangouts template, our next step will be to customize the main content and the gate. But before we go to that, I want to advise you to just go ahead and click this green Save button. That will lock in your changes so you don't lose anything that you've done. So you'll see the green button up here. Just click on that. And what it does is this is replacing all of the content. It's loaded in this app, so it's updating everything on the back end. So it'll take just a second. All right, now that it is saved, we're ready to go. One last thing I like to do is your first time loading in a template is go ahead and just do a refresh on the page so you can make sure everything went correctly and it's all locked in. So when you reload the whole page, we're going to see now that, yep, there it is. There is that Hangout template. Let me hide that. There we go. Let me hide that. And there it is. Our Hangout template is loaded in here, ready to go. So now that we have the Hangout template loaded in, you just want to edit the main content and the gate. So to do that, let's look up here at our editing dashboard. You'll notice these orange buttons is really all you need to know to customize the content. And you'll see we have templates, which we just used. Layouts, it's an option to change that at any time, but we're not going to go into that today. The style is where we're going to make it look nice with your colors. And the content is where you can change the text and the images and videos that are loaded in here. Now, to toggle between the main content and the gate, all you have to do is hover over this little section here, and you're going to see the option to edit either the main content or the gate. So let me zoom out so you can see what that looks like. The main content, if you remember, this is what people see after they register, and this is where you're going to host your live Hangout. The gate is where people will register. And you can see this template also loaded in some text here, watch our live Hangout, and an image for you. So this is what the gate looks like, and it's all ready to go as is. All you have to do is change the text, maybe put in a video or your own image, or just keep that one. And then they will go ahead and log in with Facebook, and they'll automatically get into your main content. So that's all ready to go for you. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and stylize and customize your app. All right, the first thing we can do to style this out is go to the Style button right here, hover over it, and when you click on the Style button, you're going to see the Style Editor. This is where you can customize the look and feel. Now, before you get started with this, it might be easier for you to go to a theme and just do a quick makeover on this thing by choosing our themes, a little theme tab right there. That opens up some pre-made styles you can choose from. So let's try this one down here in the bottom right. Now you see how drastically that changed the look and feel of your app. So this time when you click on the Style button, you'll see that it looks a little bit different, and now you can go in and just kind of look at the options that are in here. We have header font, body font, font colors, background color, mood, dark or light, button colors. These textures can add some really cool look and feel to your app here. If you preview, look closely, you can see a little preview here, but it's also automatically updating down here. So when we're zoomed out, we could see in real time the changes that are happening. One of the biggest, most drastic things that'll change, if you go to this background color and click on that color, I can drag this around, and you'll see down at the bottom, it's updating as I change this. So that's how fast you can customize the complete look and feel of your live Hangout page here. A few fun things down here are these colored options that give it a really cool look. These little boxes down here at the bottom, these add a little more dynamic look. These are more textures here with angles. And you can have some fun playing around with this until you find the perfect look for you. For now, I'll go ahead and go with this. That seems to be good enough. Now, when it comes to the fonts, there are a lot of options you could choose from. If you want to see them all in a visual display, you can click this little View Font Examples link right here, and this will open up a window showing you visually all the fonts that you could choose from. So you can quickly go and see what they look like and then choose the one that's best for you. And if you have a font that you use for your brand, you should be able to find it here. We have a lot of options. Now that we're back on the editor, I can go ahead and choose a different font. One font that I've been a big fan of lately is Montserrat. It's a nice, clean font. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that for both my header and body fonts. And I just update it everywhere on the app. If you want to change the mood, you could go right here to light. So that changes the header background. It also changes the Facebook widget here, the Facebook widget down below, the comment stream. So it gives you a different look and feel pretty quickly. I'll go ahead and save changes. And you can go back in there and edit that at any time. What I want to point out is it didn't just edit the main content. If we hover over this and go to App Gate, it also updated the App Gate. So without having to do any more work, you've also updated everything on the App Gate as well. So it's kind of like magic. Now that the style is ready to go, let's look at the content. When I click content, it does something a little bit different. It gave me these gray bars above different content areas. So you'll see this gray bar here above this section. That lets me change the header text and this little option here to turn on or off the like count. If I scroll down, I have more options in this section here. So I have text, media, and buttons. So everything in between this gray bar and the next one is controlled by this gray bar. So if I change the text, it's going to edit the text in this area and the media and the buttons. Now this is very important for you because this section is your moneymaker. The media is where you're going to load in your Hangout broadcast, and the buttons are where you're going to link to your offers. So if you have your own company links that you make money on for people to register or buy products, you can put them in the buttons. So right now we don't see any buttons down here because none of them are activated. To add some buttons, let me just click on this buttons button and it'll open up this window where I have the option to add in up to 4 buttons. So on button 1, and it'll show up in the same order down below. So if you have a button in number 1 and 2, it'll be left and right down below. So to edit this, button 1, action type. The first thing you do is choose the action type. When I click on this, I can choose URL. That's the one you want to choose because that means you can link to anywhere online. So when I click on that, it gives me the option to name, put in the text, so tell them what to do, and the URL down here of where you want them to go. You don't have to worry about the SRM because you're using the gate for registrations, and you don't have to worry about the Ninja link. All you have to know is name the button and then put in a link. So for now, I'm just going to link them to facebook.com, right? It could be anywhere online. So I'm just going to copy this URL up here at the top and go back and paste my URL right here. So just like that, I put in my link. Now, to name the button, this is where you want to tell them what to do. If they're watching your live Hangout, you want to tell them to do something. So in this case, maybe it'll be learn about our products. So now button 1 is ready. So before I add another button, let's go ahead and preview. You can see this button down here. Let me zoom out. So when you edit your button, just click preview. And now you'll see we just like that added a button down here below. Now I can save changes. Okay. And if I test that button, it'll open up facebook.com. So that button now links to wherever you want them to go online. So I can add another button. I can add up to 4 buttons. So maybe I'll learn about our products, and I'll go to the button, hover over button 2. Now we want to give it a URL, and maybe I'll send them to the Apple Store where they could buy the new iPhone 7. How about that? So this is where you'd put your affiliate link. I'll just use this link right now just as an example. But your affiliate link to or your share link, whatever link you have for your business, you want to send them to that link. So let me paste in my URL, and we'll say join our team. So those are some common links you might have for your Facebook party, the actions that you want them to take. So now that that's loaded in, let's go ahead and save changes. And just like that, we're making some progress. We have a page where we can host the Hangout and have people take action. We also have a comment stream down below. And that's really all you need. But if you want to add in some more flair and make it look more fun, let's go back into the content section. And now we can look at editing the text. It's very easy to edit your text. Maybe you want to say something different. Welcome to our Facebook party. You could put in the date if you're going to do this on a regular basis. You could just keep updating the date after each one that you do. And let's just say that's it right there. Save changes. And maybe you want some text down below. We can go here and click text. Thank you for joining us. Click the buttons below to get more information. And just like that, we added some text down here. So we can go ahead and save these changes. And now the last thing you'll want to do is get familiar with the media options. So the media section, similar to the buttons, it gives you up to 5 different media sections that you can add. So if we zoom in, we'll see here the media options are fairly simple. They're really stacked, so they go on top of each other. So the media 1 will be at the very top. Media 2 will be underneath. This is where you can get a little creative. And for example, right now we have an image loaded in. So a single image loaded in. And in media 2, we have another image. But what is that image? Well, this template comes preloaded with a cool shadow image. So that's what this is right here. And if I open this in a new tab, you can see this is just a cool shadow effect. So that's loaded into the template for you. But that's an example of what you can do with these stacked media sections. But all you really need to know is that in this media section is where you will load in your Hangout. So let's take a look again at the media section. And in media 1, right now we have a single image. You could also add a Facebook album, Imager album. Let's look at videos. You can add a YouTube video, Vimeo videos, a full video gallery, Facebook video, a lot of video options. So if you have a video uploaded online, you can embed it right here just by clicking YouTube. And now I've gone to YouTube, and here's my Apple iPhone 7 video on YouTube. All I have to do is grab the URL of this video, either the one in the browser up here or the share URL, either one. Just need to get a link to this video. Our system will handle either one of these. So you can just copy that link. And let's go back and embed that video. You can just delete and paste. And now that that link is loaded in, let's go ahead and preview. And look at that. I even have the autoplay selected. So now it's loading this cool Apple video.
This is iPhone 7. It makes all the things you do with your iPhone better, faster.
Looks like they have closed captions on.
Tune and finishes black. And check.
So there you go. Pretty sweet what you can do. You have your own little entertainment center on your fan page. And this is what the experience will be like when you have your Hangout here. Now, if you schedule your Hangout way ahead of time, you can load in a video to welcome people and tell them what to do to get prepared. Maybe they can go learn about your products ahead of time. But if not, you can just keep an image right there. So we don't have to mess with this until you're ready to do your Hangout. But I wanted to show you how easy it is to load in some media content from anywhere on the web. There's also options to do cool audio galleries for podcasting. There's little social widgets, so you can have some fun with this. Not important right now though, because what we're going to do is keep this as is with a single image right now until we're ready to load in the Hangout. So that's all you need to have ready. You can keep this image until you do your Facebook party. So I'm going to save that right now, and we now have the main content ready to go. So next up, we want to look at the app gate. And you'll be happy to know that the editing process is exactly the same. So we have text, media, button. And since there's no other content areas on the gate, it's just very simple. So to edit the text, just click on the text. You'll have the heading, subtitle, content, and footer. So if you want to see what that looks like, if I put in test and test, let's click preview, you'll see that it added the subtitle and the footer text. So you have some different options for adding in some text. And you could add in as much as you want or just keep it very simple. Your goal here is to make it very compelling for people to want to show up. So right now I'm just going to add in some fake text and one last call to action. Let's go ahead and preview. So you can see how it loads in there, and you can go in and edit that at any time very easily. Now the media section here, this is where you could also put in any type of media. So if I click on media, it's the same options here. So you can put in up to 5 different media sections on the gate. So you could put in a video, an image, all kinds of cool stuff. But all you really need to do is keep it simple, and a cool image would be enough. I'll go ahead and grab an image online and load it in here. So when you upload your image online, you'll get a URL. There's some tips down here to help you figure out where to upload your image if you want to use an image. If I paste in an image, you can see when I click preview, it'll load in my own image. So you can have a picture of yourself in here or a video of yourself and make it very personal to your audience. So let's click save now to lock in these changes. And we're getting pretty close to done. We've just gone through, customized the look and feel. We're just about ready to start inviting people to register for this party. All right, now that the hardest part is out of the way, you're ready to invite friends, to have them register. So the steps to invite people are, first, you want to customize your invitation, let's say, and we call that the share details. And what you see there on the left is the image and the text below it. So you can customize what people see when you share your link. And once that's ready, you can publish your app, and then you'll get your 22S smart link that you could share. So before I log in and show you how to do this, let's take a look at what happens here. Just as a refresher, when this link gets shared and posted, they'll click on it and they will see your gate. So once they click on your share image there, they'll go to your gate where they can register, log in with Facebook, and then get access to your main content. So that's the process of inviting people to your event. They go through that flow right there. The really cool part is, since they're using Facebook login to register, we have a built-in social relationships manager that displays everyone who has registered to your event. And you can open up this SRM, is what we call it, and see everyone who's in there. And it's updated every time you load it. The really cool part is that these are all Facebook profiles. So it's not a name and an email. These are their faces, their real Facebook profiles. You can even click over to them and send them a message. So now when you're inviting people, you can see in real time who's showing up, who's getting registered to join, and you can go and reach out to them and thank them for registering and build a relationship with the people who are interested in your Facebook party. So let's go ahead and log in and get that image there on the left here, this part. Let's get that set up and posted. We'll go back and follow these 3 steps, edit the share details, publish the app, and then get the smart link and share it. All right, now we're logged back in here to the app on the fan page. And this step takes much, much less time because it's really only one thing you have to do here. So I want to point your attention up here to the very top to this Facebook preview. If you hover over it, it says Facebook share details. So basically you can preview or set up what your content will look like when you share it. So if I click on that, let me zoom back out and click, it'll open up this window that you can edit. So we give you a preview here on the left of how it will look when it gets shared. To customize it, you just need to edit these three sections here: the image URL, the title, and the description. Now I've got an image ready to go that I'm going to upload. We recommend using Imager.com. It's a free image hosting site. So I'll just demo real fast how to use this site. You have your image, you can upload, they call it new post, but you can just upload or drag in your image and it'll be uploaded to Imager. Now, what you want to do is find the correct link. You don't want to use any of the links they give you here. If you go into your account, click on images, and now you click on that image, it'll open up a direct link. That's the one you want to use. So just make sure you have the right link. Anywhere you host your image online, just find the correct link that is the image link. And now we can pop that right in here, paste in that URL, and perfect. I've got an image loaded here that looks pretty cool. Now I can edit the title and description. All right, once your text is loaded in, all you have to do is click Save, and you're ready to go. Now, if I go back, I can just double check, and there it is. It's loaded in and saved. Now I'm ready to publish this app. So up here in the upper left, we have that toggle. All I do is click that toggle, and now it is published. Click OK. And you'll see that now it's green. It says published. You have your link right here to this app. That is your 22S Smart Link. You could even just click right here to share it. And what's cool is when you click on this, you can see that it loads up all that content that we just put into the share details. So you see the power of having that loaded in. If people share your app, it will have this content loaded in for you. So you can share it like that using this feature. But what I like to do is just copy this link, copy, and then go to the home page of your fan page here. And what you can do is paste that link. What also happens is it loads up all that stuff here as well. So it's almost ready to go. It's almost an ad ready to go to invite people to your party. And you can choose to leave this link here or delete it. But really the main thing is you want to put in a personal invitation to have people come join you. All right, once that's ready to go, you can publish your post here. And your link is loaded and ready. So now when they click on this link, it'll go right to your gate where they can register and then get access to your main content. And to demo how this works, I'm going to load up another browser. I'm logged in here as a test user, Joey Smooth. So I'm logged in now as Joey, and Joey's going to go to this fan page, right? So let's say Joey saw this in his news feed and he was interested. And he went ahead and clicked on this image, either the link or the image. When he clicks, it's now going to open up, there it is, that get more info. It opened up the app page inside your fan page. And here you can see how Joey sees it as this cool looking gate, right? So Joey's now looking at the gate that you customize, or we customized together just a few minutes ago. And down at the bottom, you can log in with Facebook. So it's going to click log in with Facebook. Now it's going to open up the Facebook Allow page. This is where the information is collected. So it's only one click for people to go through. It'll take the public info, basic information here, and Joey will click OK. Now this next page is the confirmation page. So what just happened is it pulled up his Facebook email. If you wanted to change that, he could, but it automatically pulled in his Facebook email, and he can just confirm now or modify it if he would like to use a different email. Click confirm. And now it automatically loads right back into the fan page. And check it out. Now that Joey is logged in, Joey sees his name up here in the upper right. And he no longer sees the gate, although we're on that same Get More Info tab here. He doesn't see the gate anymore because our system can identify that he's already logged in and registered. So now, every time Joey comes back here on the same page, he's going to see the main content, not the gate. He won't have to register again. So that's really cool. You can continue to share that link. So let's try it again. Let's go here back to this link, the same link that we just clicked through with Joey. Click on it again. It's going to load up, and now it's loading the main content because Joey has already registered, no longer needs to see the gate. The really cool part about this is when you do go live or you're ready to promote again, you can share that same link to everybody, even people who've already registered, and it will work perfectly for everyone because it requires people to register just one time to get through and get access. Now let's look back at this fan page, and while we're in the invite mode here, let's think about a couple things you could do to make it easier for Joey to find this app. So as I mentioned earlier, we can rename this tab. There is a link right here. This is also the same Get More Info, Get More Info. It does add a little section down here on the right. There's also an area on your fan page you can put a big blue button. So we're going to look at those couple things you can do real fast to make it easier for people to find your event when they show up to your fan page. Let's log back in over here to Susie's page, and I'm logged back in here with me, so I can edit this fan page. The way you edit this section over here on the left is in the settings on your fan page. So if I want to rename Get More Info, I can go ahead and go to Settings, click on Apps. See right here on the left side, Apps. It'll load up all the apps that are on this fan page, and you can see right here, 22Social is there. Now you'll see you can click Edit Settings. Ignore this link to this tab. You don't want to worry about that. We're going to click Edit Settings. Click on Edit Settings. Let's zoom back in. Now you can change the tab name. So we'll say Join Our Party. You could even change the tab image. You saw it was an arrow earlier. You can change that if you want, not required. So let's click Save. Okay. Now let's go back to the page. And let's get this link again because we want to make it easier for people to find this link. You can copy it. And you see up here you can add a button to your fan page. So you want to make sure you add a button to get them into your app. So let's click Add a Button. And website, this is your website link. So I can paste that 22S Smart Link and you're good to go. You could choose what you want your button to say. So let's click the drop down and take a look. Something like sign up or watch a video or learn more might work. Let's go ahead and do learn more for now. Set up link to app. You want to ignore that. That's for like an app store app. Your app isn't in the Apple store. This is on your fan page. So just keep that at no, and we'll click create. So now you have a button that links right into your, let's not promote yet, links right into your 22Social app. Next up, you want to pin your post. So this will stay right at the top of your page. So you can post other stuff on your page, but this will be right there at the top, very visible and easy to find. We can go ahead and pin to top. Great. Now we've got a pinned post. We've got a link here to join the party. We've got join our party here. We've got learn more. And that's good enough for now. You can obviously add a website link down here in your about section and put a little description, maybe join our weekly party or join our upcoming party in the about section. Make it very easy for people to find this. You have a link, you want them to go there, so make it very clear for them. And then you can get more creative with your marketing, making events or doing other cool things. But for now, this is good enough, especially for your first one. This will be plenty to get people to, at least a few people to show up and get your first one under your belt. So let's look again now with Joey here and refresh this page to see if it's a little bit easier to see this event. Let's click refresh. There we got that nice blue button, pin post, link right here, link right here. It would be hard to miss this. So people should be able to show up and register, and now you can get all of their information. So the final, most exciting thing here is let's go back into that app because we did have someone register, right? So Joey just registered. Let's close this out and go back into this app. I can just click on it to open it up. So remember, all that data gets stored. So Joey went through the process, and let's look in the SRM to see if we got someone registering. There we go. Joey Smooth. See that? Joey Smooth shows who referred them if you want to use the referral system, more advanced feature. You can see the time they came in, unique entry ID. Let's zoom out here and let's click on either his name here or this little green badge. The green badge means that Joey Smooth has access. So you'll know that he's got a green badge here. So Joey is able to get through. As you saw, he's able to get through the gate and he has access to your main content. So everyone with a green badge has access to your main content. If they don't, it'll be a gray badge. So it'll be nice and easy to see who has access. Now, since it's a free lead gate, that's what we call it, everyone will have a green badge. So Joey Smooth here, if we click on this, we can see we get his information, right? So you look in here, you can see he's enabled, has access. You've got his picture, you've got his information. You could even click over to his profile to message him. So if I just click over there, it'll open up Joey Smooth's Facebook page or his personal profile. You can send him a message, add him as a friend, and that's really cool. So all the people who go through and register, you're going to see them all right here in your SRM, Social Relationships Manager. All right, now that you have your 22Social app set up, you have your invitation out there and people are registering to join your Facebook party, you are ready to broadcast your Hangout. So I recommend practicing this ahead of time. Don't wait till the last minute or the day of. And even on the day of the party, you'll want to go in the morning, most likely, if you can, and get this first part set up. So broadcasting your Hangout. Here are the steps. Go to 22s.com/stream. We made this handy little link here to help make it easy to find the live events page in your YouTube channel. So this is all done through YouTube. YouTube has a Hangouts on Air feature. So this really isn't anything to do with 22Social. We just let you embed it into your app. So the whole thing will be run through the Hangout interface. And you'll just embed just like a YouTube video, you'll embed it into the app so it'll broadcast on your fan page. And then your people can attend and ask questions. So when you get into your YouTube channel, you'll schedule an unlisted event. That makes it hard for people to find. You don't want it to be out there publicly if you want them to register to join this. So an unlisted event is the best way to go. You'll get the URL for that Hangout. It's really just a YouTube link that you'll be able to embed into your app. And that's exactly what you'll do. You'll embed it just like I showed you earlier with the YouTube video. You'll embed it right in there. And before you go live, you want to make any final edits. If there's a button you need to update or some text you need to modify, you can do that. I'd say about an hour before you start the broadcast so that when people show up, everything looks the way you want it to. And now, when you're ready to start broadcasting live, you'll click the Start Broadcast button on the Hangout interface. So I'm going to walk through this in just a moment, but a few more things you'll want to know about Hangouts is that when you're done with your broadcast, you just click the Stop Broadcast button. Very easy. I'll show you how to do that. The replay will automatically be available for people to watch right there on the app, and the video will be added to your YouTube channel. So as you can see there, Mari Smith on the left, she was broadcasting live, and when she stopped broadcasting, that video was still right there available for replay without her having to do anything. So if someone showed up late, they couldn't make it on time, they showed up later that day, the video is still right there. You don't have to do anything. It's ready to go for replay. So it's really convenient for you and your audience so they can easily catch the replay at their own convenience. And the best part is you can repeat this process on the same app. So the next time you want to broadcast a new Hangout or a new Facebook party right there on your fan page, you just need to go and follow this process again. So you go and create a new event. You'll get the URL for that specific Hangout. You'll embed it into the app, and you could do another broadcast. So let's go ahead and log in and walk through this process, and I'll even do a live broadcast right here for you. All right, I'm back here on our example page. And as you saw, the first thing we want to do when we're ready to get this Hangout ready to go, fired up and embedded in here, is go to 22s.com/stream. 22s.com/stream. And as long as you're logged into your Google account or your YouTube account, it will pull up this page. So all you have to do is go to 22s.com/stream, and it went right into your YouTube account, right? Just because you're logged in already. And then it went to the live streaming section, and then it went into the events section for you. So pretty convenient. That link is really helpful. 22s.com/stream. If you ever get lost, you can get to this by going into your YouTube channel and finding this here in the navigation. Once you're here, if this is your first time ever doing this, you might need to go through a few steps to get your YouTube account set up. And there's information on that. We've got a note on our fan page about it. There's plenty of information online, but you might need to go through and get your account set up to enable live streaming. So keep that in mind. You might not see this exactly, but you can get here just by going through the process one time to get your account set up, and that will be required before you can successfully do a live Hangout. So be sure to don't procrastinate on that. Get it done as soon as possible so that your YouTube account is ready to go. Now, once you do get to this page, you'll see this button up here in the upper right, New Live Event. Let's go ahead and click on that. Now, what you'll notice is it looks very familiar to a YouTube video. Title, description, tags, the public options here. This is where we choose unlisted. Remember that? Unlisted is the best way to go for this. Type, you want to make sure that it stays quick. That should be the default, so you shouldn't need any more. You'll notice it says quick using Google Hangouts on Air. So use your webcam with Hangouts on Air. So it's ready to go. That's what the quick method is, Hangouts on Air. You can name it whatever you want. We'll call it a demo Facebook party. There we go. Here's what's cool. You can put the date. So you can schedule this out way ahead of time. Hopefully you're not too far behind and you don't delay too long. But if this is right now, you can just go live right now if you're in a hurry. But you'll want to schedule this out. So let's say it is today and it's kind of late. So let's go ahead and say it's like later in the day. Let's say it's 9 p.m., right? I don't know why you would do that, but you could. You can add a little description, but really not required because they're not going to see any of this. So that's good enough right now. You want to name it something for your own sake, but that's good enough. You don't need to add an end time, and that is all you need. Now, a couple advanced settings that I prefer to set up here, if I go to the advanced section, is I disable live chat because you're going to use the Facebook comment stream on your fan page to take questions. So you don't want to have another comment stream somewhere else. I don't even know where these chats come in from. So I like to disable that so that you don't have multiple chat streams. And on the bottom down here, since I want to keep this bottled up inside your Facebook page, I turn off the promotions so that it's not being shared anywhere else while you're broadcasting on your Facebook page, because you don't want someone to find it somewhere else while you're not paying attention anywhere else. You want them to be on your fan page. So that's about it. I uncheck live chat and the promotions. Now we can go ahead and double check this. Unlisted, quick, the time scheduled, perfect. Let's go ahead and create the event. When the event is created, it will display here in the upcoming section. So you do have a little drop down here. If you can't find it, it should be in the upcoming section. We're still in this events tab here, and you'll see it listed right here. Now what you can do is click this Start Hangout on Air. It won't actually start broadcasting. It'll open up the Hangouts on Air window. All right. And there we go. It loaded up, and you can see me now. So hello. You can see it's pretty dark here in the office right now. So I'm going to try to wrap up pretty quick. All right, this is the panel, right? You're looking at the panel here of the Hangout window. This is where you're going to do the broadcast. So this is really important to get familiar with this interface. I'll give you a quick tour right now. In the top section here is your controls. So you'll want to make sure your microphone is muted or not. You can edit that here. Camera, you can turn off the camera, turn it back on. You'll see your bandwidth here. And this is an important one, the settings button right here. You can open that up and set up your video and your microphone. So this is important to test way ahead of time. You shouldn't wait till the day of the event to get all this squared away. You want to do a couple test runs to make sure the audio is good, make sure they can hear you loud and clear, your video looks decent, and that you can hear what's going on from them too if there is other people on the panel. If you want to invite other people to be on the panel with you, you can have up to 9 guests join you. To get a link to invite them, this little link right here, invite people. That's really important. You click that, and now you have this link right here that you can share. You can just send them an email, a Facebook message, whatever you need to do to get them this link. If they click on that link, they will show up. But they don't really need to do that until the event starts. So once the event's ready to go, if you want to have a panel of people on, you can invite them on. But I'm not going to go too in-depth in this. There's a lot of information online and videos that you can watch. So I recommend kind of studying this and practicing, because practicing is the best way. Just get in here and give this a shot way before you do your first real live broadcast. Get familiar with this technology. So here I am. There's other options on the left, and now at the bottom here, this is the green start broadcast button. So if I did that right now, it wouldn't do me any good because I don't have it embedded into the app yet. So what I need to do is get this video here embedded in. And I can do that ahead of time. I don't need to be broadcasting live. So to get this embedded in the lower right, the very bottom right, you'll see it says links. See that links right there? If I click on that, you're going to get 2 different links, a video embed link, this big ugly iframe. We have an option for you to use that, but it's really not necessary. The one I like to use is the YouTube link. Looks familiar, right? That is a YouTube link, just like a YouTube video. So you can copy that link. And now once you have that link copied, unless you're going live here in a few minutes, you can close down this panel until you're ready to start the broadcast, because you will need to open this up and use this interface here to do your live broadcast, because that's where you start the broadcast and end the broadcast. But for now, ideally, you'll do this about an hour or 2 beforehand, is open this up, kind of get your settings ready, get your embed link, and now I can close this panel, and it's still here, so I can come back. If I refresh, it'll be here, 22/stream. It'll still be right here, Google Hangout on air. But what I do now that I have the link copied is I'll go back to my fan page here. I'll go back into this app that's installed. On the main content, I'll go into the content editor. Just like we did before, I'm going to go down here to this section, click on media. And now in this first media section, I'm going to go to video, YouTube. You can delete this. Right click, paste. I like to keep it at autoplay, and I usually keep the controls available to them. You can turn that off if you want, but I like to have it on autoplay so it'll automatically start playing for them. Now that's my Hangout link right there. That's it, okay? You saw me where I got it. It's now loaded in. Let's click preview. So you know I'm not broadcasting yet, right? So what's it going to show? Well, I had it scheduled, so I'm getting up to 9 o'clock. It's getting pretty late. So but at 9 o'clock, I'm supposed to go live, okay? So what it does is it gives a countdown timer. Now, they can't do anything, right? So they're watching this. This is a really cool feature from YouTube with their Hangouts on air. You can embed it in ahead of time, even weeks ahead of time. So you could have this loaded in a month ahead of time, and it'll give you either a starting soon or a please stand by. They have a few different things they load in here. But the point is, this is ready to go. I can now save changes, and I'm good. I don't need to edit this app again, because when I go back to 22s.com/stream or just go into my YouTube channel and find this page, I can click Start Hangout on Air, and start the broadcast, and it will now stream into my app. So that should be pretty cool to you if you've never done this before. It's a pretty exciting thing. Now, a few last things you need to know before you go live. Obviously, you want to make sure your buttons are ready to go. All your stuff's ready. You'll want to do a last promotion or reminder to people. Get your smart link, your 22S smart link, and do one last post on your page. If you had an email list or anything, send it out to people. Just make sure that people know that you're about to go live. About 30 minutes before is a good idea. So this would be the perfect time to remind people as you're getting prepared, to remind them to come show up. And they can show up ahead of time. So they can show up here and they'll see exactly what we're seeing here. So here's a demo. If Joey Smooth now shows up and he saw you promoted it, you reminded everyone to show up. So Joey clicks over here. You're not broadcasting yet, but Joey sees the same thing, right? I'm logged in here as Joey, and he'll see the countdown. And Joey could even get in here and ask a comment. Hey, this looks cool. Can't wait. So now you have people commenting in this comment thread. Now this comment stream down below, it auto refreshes every 90 seconds. So keep that in mind, and you might want to let people know who show up to your Hangout that it will auto refresh on them. So if they type in a long thing and then it refreshes, they'll lose everything. So just keep that in mind for yourself and for them. You could turn that off and manually refresh anytime you want. So just get familiar with the comment stream down here. That's where you're going to keep an eye on in most cases for people who are watching live. Let's go back over here. Now on the admin side, your side, you saw that what it looks like for people showing up ahead of time. For you, you see the same thing here. But what I usually do now at this point, and you'll see it hasn't refreshed yet, but if I manually refresh, you'll see, hey, Joey, cool. So maybe you could say something, hey, welcome. Obviously, you'll be logged in with yourself. So you'll say, hey, welcome. We're starting soon. Look forward to getting this thing off the ground, right? So you can start getting some engagement. But this is the comment stream that people will be interacting with. And now you're ready to go ahead and let's fire up this Hangout and just see how it works, right? So you're going to see what it's going to take for you to do this. It's a little bit of a juggling act. It takes a little bit of practice because you have to keep an eye on the comment stream and do the Hangout. So you need to start the Hangout on air. We're back here on YouTube. Start Hangout on air. And once you do this once or twice, you'll feel really comfortable doing this. It takes a bit of a learning curve. Like a lot of things going on, right? It's not just being comfortable on camera. It's all the technology, it's things happening. But once you get through it, it's actually really fun. So trust me on that. It's worth it if you can just get through a few times. You won't be very good when you first try it, but over time you'll get better and better. And people, if you're providing some good value and you're making it fun, people will enjoy it and they won't mind. So let's go ahead, and I'm ready to go. I checked my settings. I invited anyone ahead of time if I needed to. And at this point, I'm ready to start the broadcast. So let's go ahead. I can even see 2 viewers, which is me and Joey, I guess. I've got 2 viewers on. So let's go ahead and start the broadcast. When I click that green button, it gives me this option here. Your Hangout will now broadcast for up to 8 hours. So you should have plenty of time. Let's go ahead and click OK. It takes about 5 to 10 seconds. Boom. Now it's live. Hangout on air is live. So right now, it's starting to broadcast. It takes about 30 seconds for it to show up on your app. So if I look back now in real time, let's go side by side to my app. Here I am broadcasting on this window. If I go into the app, look at that. It just started up. There it is.
Hangout on air is live. So right now.
So one thing you'll want to do is if you're doing this, you'll want to mute see what I just did? I muted. This is really crazy how I can point. I muted myself down here, this video, because you'll hear yourself playing back. Or pause it. Okay, so those are a couple things to keep in mind, but once you get through it once, you'll remember that. Now I see it going live over here for Joey Smooth. This is on Joey Smooth's page. He's watching it. So everyone now can be watching. Now keep that in mind. They're on a delay. They're on about a 30-second to a minute delay. Nothing you can do about it. That's a YouTube thing. So here you go. You see there I am broadcasting live onto this fan page that we just built here within this hour. Pretty cool. Okay, so that is the juggling act. So now let's go back to me. You see what they see. I'm still looking at this, right? So I'm looking at the YouTube the Hangout on Air interface here. This is where I'm managing and controlling it. I can do some cool stuff here. Like there's options. You can check them out. Watch the YouTube videos on using Google Effects and stuff. You could do, funny hats and things like that. You could do sound effects and applause, money. And you can have fun here in the Hangout on Air interface, because this is where the broadcast is being recorded and then it's just uploading into the fan page. So you want to have this loaded up. Now the cool thing as well is this is really the crazy part. As we're doing this right now, I'm going to send a message to myself and pull this up on my phone, because we're actually live on mobile devices as well. I look pretty scholarly with this, so I'll keep my scholarly hat. All right, so I've got it loaded up on my phone, and you're going to want to see this. I'm going to take my hat off here. This is pretty sweet. So I just pulled up the link here, and I can show you on this camera. Let's see. You can see it's a mobile optimized. Oh, the glare. Let's see. See if I can get you. You can't read the text, but you can kind of see it is mobile optimized, right? So everything we just built today is mobile optimized. The buttons are loaded in, and that is totally ready to go on mobile. And I can even see this live broadcast right now. Look at that. I'm broadcasting on mobile. And that is totally ready to go. There it is. It's crazy. So you're broadcasting on all devices, all ready to go, with everything we built today from scratch, totally from scratch, this whole thing. Now, all right, so I'm doing this. This is that juggling act, so now I want to kind of keep an eye on the comments, maybe like start the thing off with some questions, get people engaged. Anyway, you can figure out that strategy. You'll find your own flow of your Hangout, but this is the technical side, and this is the combination of managing the live Hangout interface and the app real-time activity that's going on, and just making sure it's running smooth. So I can see here, I click on that live, there it is. So now I'm ready to finish up. So then you can end it up, thanks so much for joining today. Be sure to take action, join the team, check out our products. You saw how amazing this stuff is. Boom, boom, boom. Do your closing call to action. You have your buttons right below. That's the cool thing, is you've got buttons right down here for them to take action on. So you can just make it fun, make it entertaining, answer questions, hang out for as long as you want, and they've got buttons staring them in the face. So it's a really powerful and effective tool. You can even tell them to invite their friends. Since they're watching on Facebook right now, they can invite their friends over, click the share links at the top, and invite their friends to come join. So really, it can be a party right on Facebook. Now, let's go ahead and look closely at ending this thing. So here we are, full screen now with the Hangout interface. I'm going to go ahead and stop broadcast. Just like that, boom, it's done. Broadcast has been successfully terminated. Sounds bad, but it's actually fine. And at this point, we can close it down. So I don't need it anymore. That's all you need to do. So you'll see over here what just happened is when it finished, the stream is over. That's what they see. And they'll be able to watch the replay. Look at that. I just started watching the replay. And you see it doesn't say live anymore, but it is a full replay of the whole broadcast. That's pretty smooth, right? So same thing with Joey Smooth over here. There, I sent myself the link. Same thing with Joey Smooth. Let's refresh Joey Smooth's page. So if Joey showed up late to the party, this is what Joey will see. Looks like it started over now, so he gets it from the beginning. Now that we're done and we have this video set to autoplay, it'll just start firing up right from the beginning. Pretty cool. And the comments are down here. So now, let's wrap this thing up. I can close down. All right, I have this window open. I can close that down. So, peace. Okay, I close that down. Now let's get back in here and just look at the process now. Really what I do when I'm done is I leave this there for a couple days. If you're doing a weekly show, you can take it down maybe right, as you start promoting the next week's one. But you can leave this in here. And basically, if I just load up this admin again, it's good to go. You can keep sharing and inviting people to show up and check out the replay, because the replay is where a lot of people will end up watching your content. So you can do some more promotions and send out that link more and more and more to remind people to come check out the replay. If you want to do another one, I can just start up another, let's say it's next week. I go back to 22s.com/stream. Or maybe you just want to schedule this out ahead of time. So I'm going to schedule one for next week and load it in there. New event, say party numero dos. And let's go ahead and do that again. Unlisted. We'll do next week, same time. And advanced, turn off enable live chat. Turn off promotions. And there we go. Create event. I can just go ahead and load in next week's Hangout right now if I wanted to. So let's do this again. And we're back. And let's go ahead and grab that link. You see how it can be really easy once you get the hang of it once. Close this out. I don't need that because this is next week, so I don't need to have that window open until next week. And we'll go back into the app, content, media, and there it is, that YouTube. Let's go ahead and replace, preview. There we go. Oh, it looks like, did I change did I do the wrong date? Let's see. Oh, I think I did do the wrong date. Let's edit that. So I can edit it at any time. That's kind of nice too. It's set for today. I want to set it for the 21st. There we go. Save changes. Let's go back here and save that new video there and reload. So it should be set for next week. There you go. 1 week and 18 minutes. Pretty cool. Now, I would probably want to change some text to let them know the next date or anything else I might need to change ahead of time. And I can start promoting for next week now. And if you want to put a link to your replays, you could do that. But that's why I said I'll leave the replay there for a while so anyone who wanted to watch can come check it out and watch. And there you go. Now you know how to host a Facebook party that rocks with 22Social right on your fan page. I hope you have fun with this training. You can watch it, play it back as many times as you need to. But you know now the basics of what you got to get done to broadcast live on your fan page. This strategy has helped entrepreneurs make a ton of money. It's very low cost. You can have as many people watching as you want, and you can really have a lot of fun. You have your buttons right there on the page. It's mobile friendly. You can promote this thing and do it over and over and over on one app on your fan page. So I hope you enjoy. I hope this was very helpful for you. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.
So pretty amazing, right? It's incredible how simple this app is to use. And the thing is, it integrates right into Facebook. You guys get that, right? So all of those times when you've hosted virtual parties before, when you've had guests or the host saying, I can't hear, or the video's not working, or, I had to download this and I don't want to do that, or, this platform won't work on my type of computer, or any of the issues that people have with outside software, it doesn't happen with this because it runs right inside of Facebook, the most reliable platform on the face of the earth, right on the internet anywhere. And the event that we did last week, we had, I think, over 400 people on that event, and virtually no one had any kind of technical issues. A few people had buffering issues with the video, but that was internet speed for them. Facebook is reliable, so you're not going to have to deal with that. It's really simple, as you can see, to set up and run these events, and there are so many other ways you can use them besides just virtual parties. So there's a button below this video. If you're interested in taking advantage of the $197 offer, remember that includes a full year of 22Social, and you're grandfathered in so that next year when it's time to renew, it only costs you $197, not $350, which is what they normally charge. You get my virtual party solution course, which is a $497 actually value, and the Canva bonus that I threw in, which is a training on how to use the Canva free software to create amazing images wherever you want to use them in your online marketing. That whole package is worth over $1,000 total. We are giving it to you for $197. I've never given away one of my paid courses ever, and I just decided I wanted to do that this time. I want you guys to have the education to go along with the perfect app so you can start doing virtual parties and putting $800 a month or more in your pocket from doing one party a week. That's what I want for you. So click on the button below if you're interested in learning more. It'll take you to a page that talks to you about my course, and then once you click, yes, I want that, it's a $197 charge. If you do want to use PayPal, credit. So that means you pay, you buy the program and you pay them later. Email me and I'll put you in touch with 22Social, and they'll have to invoice you through PayPal. There's some kind of issue with that. But if they invoice you, then you can use PayPal credit. So that's it. I hope you're having a great day. And thanks for taking the time to check this out. I really think it's going to make a huge difference in your business. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you below the video if you want to ask questions or post comments. And I will see you soon out in the social media world. Make it a great day.